It's Tell the Truth Tuesday. You already know what time it is. And I know I did a live, but I didn't get a chance to post it. So I have to come back and say it again. God is real. And anesthesia is great. Let me tell y'all why I had to say this. Before now, all my life I thought zero meant nothing. I thought it had no value. But it would be me that would get 0-stage cancer in my right breast. And zero means something in that scenario. But it showed me again how real God is. Because had I not gone to get my mammogram, I wouldn't even know that the zero cancer was there. And I believe this happened through me so that I could share with y'all every chance I get. Ladies, as beautiful as you are, with your BBLs and your VSGs, your sleeves, your gastric, your lace fronts, your tickle bitties, your Brazilian butt lifts with your snatched waist and your manicured edges and your brows, all of that. I'm going to need y'all to take care of yourselves. Y'all going to stop playing with me. I'm going to need you to go get your mammogram. I'm going to need you to go get your colonoscopy. Why? Because God is real. God let me find out at zero. They said that at any minute, that zero could have turned to stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. It'd been a whole different ball game. And y'all gonna stop playing with me. God is real. So I ended up on the operating table last Friday. But the thing that's so amazing to me is that I think this happened through me because God knows that I see things a little bit differently. And I wanted y'all to see that if this could happen to me at zero, if you don't go get your mammogram, if you don't go get yourself checked out, you might not get 0. You might get 2 or 3. And baby says, kind sir, I'm going to need you to do what you got to do to be here on this side of heaven. The thing that was so striking to me, and I'm a little raspy because I had a breathing tube down my throat. I'm going to tell him this, and then I'm going to go because I already did a live, but I never got to post it. Listen, I remember going into that room and Dr. Gupta said to me, we gotta, get a seed inside of there so that we can make sure the surgeon can go into the right place. So here I am with 0-stage with 0 titty. I got 0 titty. They had to smash the 0 titty like 18 times to make sure that they got the seed in there localized for the surgeon to see. I said to Dr. Gupta, did you always know you wanted to stick needles in women's mammies? And he said, no, I wanted to be a pediatrician. I wasn't trying to be funny, y'all, but I knew in that moment that God was real because I got it at 0. Then from there, they poked me, they twisted me around, just trying to get the seed, and this wasn't even a surgery. They stuck a needle in this little bootleg titty. They smashed it 18 different ways, and they kept saying, don't move. I'm thinking, where am I going to go? The titty is in the machine. I'm not going to I'm going to rip the nipple off. And then Dr. Gupta finally got in, and I said, this was the strangest speed date I ever been on. And he was just stuck. He was like, this the part my girlfriend don't like about what I do. I said, tell her don't worry about nothing. You ain't see nothing because there's nothing there. I got 0 there. They just thought it was so amusing. I wasn't trying to be a clown. I was so clear that God is real. And then from there, last Friday, me and my favorite guy, we going to the hospital to get my surgery. I'm there for 8 hours. And I remember every nurse and every doctor kept asking me the same thing. Okay, with your date of birth, your name, and are you allergic to anything? And I kept saying, no, I'm not. And here's my date of birth, da-da-da. And then after about the 4th or 5th time I got asked, are you allergic to anything? Y'all know me. Y'all know I'm not well. You know how I am. You already know how I show up. I was like, yeah, I'm allergic to assholes, racists, bigots, white supremacists, white elitist men. And they just was like, oh, the doctor was like, okay, I just want to just if I'm going to be in here, let me just have a moment, right? But then from there, doctor came in and had to mark the area, which is bizarre because I already got a seed in there. But they took this sterilized marker, and it was a doctor, a woman of color, so I let her mark it. Then my doctor came in, who's Nigerian, beautiful Nigerian, brilliant sister, and she marked it. She said, I got to put my initials on. I said, okay. They over here playing tic-tac-toe with this itty-bitty titty. Then the third set of doctors, who were the anesthesiologists, they were white women. They came over and said, have you been marked? Because we need to mark you. I said, listen here. I ain't feeling comfortable about some white women put their name on my titty. I'm not feeling that. Ain't work out well for my ancestors, so I ain't feeling comfortable with that. I know that y'all might think I'm making light of it, but what I'm saying is God is real. God is so real. And I want you to understand this, and I want you to get this. Do whatever you got to do to be here on this side of heaven. I know you beautiful and I know you bad, but sis, I'm going to need you to take care of yourself. When I went in, they gave me anesthesia. I've never been under before. I've never had anesthesia before, so I didn't know what to expect. I knew they was going to put this tube down my throat, and they said I wasn't going to feel it. And they said I wasn't going to feel it. This is what's going. And then my thing is, when I get things down my throat, I like to feel it. It's voluntary. I typically like to put, I need to know that it's down my throat. But they were like, we're gonna put this tube down your throat to help you breathe because you're gonna be under. And I was like, oh my gosh. But they said you won't feel a thing. Tell you something about anesthesia. And I'm gonna go because I still have the remnants of the irritation in my throat. Anesthesia is great because anesthesia allowed me not to feel any of the trauma that I was going through. I don't remember anything at all. I don't remember the tube going down my throat. I don't remember being cut into. I don't remember the bright lights in my face. I don't remember them stitching. They didn't even stitch me if they put surgical glue. I don't know if it was Elmer's glue, crazy glue. I got surgical glue on this itty bitty titty. I don't remember nothing. That's the beautiful part about the anesthesia. But I got the scar. What am I saying? I'm so glad they asked because it's late and my throat hurt. The anesthesia allowed me not to remember the trauma, but the scar will not let me forget why I was on that table. Every time I see this scar-faced titty from now on, I'm going to be thinking about every black woman who just ain't had a mammogram. And every time I get on a stage or a platform, y'all gonna get tired of hearing me say, black women, go get your mammogram. Black women, go get your colonoscopy. Black women, go get your procedure that allows them to check your gynecological areas for cancer as well. I'm gonna be touting the black women, y'all beautiful and bad and bodacious, but you sitting here with gout and diabetes and high blood pressure, but your ass is popping. Your titties is all right. Yes, your brows is done, but you limping and you shortness of breath. What am I saying? I got this scar so that you don't have to get a scar. And it's something about what the anesthesia taught me as well, metaphorically speaking. Then I'm done. I'm tired. There are people who walk around and act like they don't remember. And they were there. They were there when things happened. They were there when trauma occurred. They were there when things went south. They were there. They might even have been the cause of things going south. They played a nut role like they don't remember, like they were under anesthesia, and they just wake up like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to tell you right now, I can't have you in my space if you're going to play the nut role, if you're going to deny that life showed up. I like people with scars because scars show me you've been through something. And I'm not telling you got to live in that space, but damn it, let me see your scars, kind sir, baby sis, so I can make a conscious decision. Let me see your scars and tell me the story so I can make a decision whether I want to be with you and be having you in my space. I don't have time for people who don't do the work. This scar is causing me to do the work to stay healthy. They kept saying, you don't take any medications. I was like, no. They was like, well, you have children. You weren't hospitalized. I was like, no, I had 3 home births. They're looking at me like I'm a freak of nature. They said, you seem to take a lot of supplements. You take B12, B2, B6, A, C, E, D, D3, a probiotic for women, a multivitamin for women, an iron pill, boron, elderberry. Yes, I take all of that. Why? Because I want my body to be able to heal itself even when it's in trauma. So while I appreciate the anesthesia, I don't want an anesthesia kind of relationship. I don't want anesthesic people around me. I don't want you to be selectively amnesic about things. I want you to remember what the heck you did, now so you can live in it, so you can change the behavior, baby sis. We're not about to retell the story. I had 0-stage cancer for a reason. I got the scar for a reason. That God is real and I'm still here. And to God be the glory. But y'all want to stop playing with me, baby sis, with your beautiful ass. Please. Go get your mammogram. Don't play too much. Y'all play way. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. Go get your mammogram. I got the scar. So you ain't got to get it. So that's good. That's it. That's all I had to come back and say that because I didn't want y'all to miss that message. I don't need people around me who can't see their scars, who won't talk about their scars. I want to thank every neighbor. I didn't have to ask for nothing. It's a reason why some of y'all didn't know the details of my story. You might know the outcomes because I shared it metaphorically because I want black women to get their health right. But some of y'all don't need to know the details of my story. You don't know what to do with that stuff. And I can't trust you with my heart. But those of you all who knew what I was going through and growing through, thank you so much for being there. Thank you for every phone call, every prayer. And if you think I need something, let me tell you what I need because I do need y'all. I need prayer, prayer, and prayer. I need prayer, prayer, and prayer. And I'm an artist and I'm paying my own insurance. And the bills is coming already. I need prayer, prayer, and prayer. You can hit that Cash App up, INDIE the letter M. And you can also drop me some plants. I like the plants that purify my space. I need my space peaceful for me and mine. So y'all gonna stop playing with me. I'm way too grown and way too grateful. God is real. I am bearing witness to how real God is. And anesthesia is great. And y'all gonna stop playing with me.